Hey y'all, it's everybody's mama and it's time to cook. Alright you guys, my boys have been begging me for some little chickens, aka Cornish hens, so here we are today. Y'all know I like to wash my meat, even though this little slippery chicken kept trying to get away, okay? But you're on the menu for dinner. So go ahead and wash your meat up really good, you guys. Make sure you trim it up all the fat. And I'm gonna do that with my scissors. If this bird could just stay here, he did not want to get ate, I'll tell you that. But anywho, I made sure that I got these all washed and laid out. Go ahead, get my thyme, rosemary, some chives, chicken broth. We need 2 packs of those ranch seasonings, you guys. We're gonna go ahead with some tomatoes, carrots, celery, onions, and of course my seasoning, my no salt Mrs. Dash, garlic powder, black pepper, onion powder, and parsley. And then we got our potatoes back here. We got little petite potatoes, you guys, and it's time to get cooking. So I did a 1/2 tablespoon of all of my dried ingredients besides the ranch pack, you guys, and I went ahead and just added that into my bowl. And then I want to do a rough chop of these chives here. So basically, get your scissors. You're not trying to cut it all cute and petite. You're just trying to cut it. And then once we get that in here, just mix that up. All right, let's go ahead and drain our potatoes. Go ahead, put them in the bottom of our pan and then cut those in half. We're gonna wash our carrots. Go ahead and put those in there. And you guys, those are just carrots that my kids got with their school lunch. Let's see if my magic works. Nah. Go ahead, add our tomatoes in after we wash them. And yes, those are from our garden. Yes, honey. Go ahead and add your celery and your onions in there. Now we're shaking. So here's where we're gonna come in with the ranch seasonings. We need both packs. Gonna open them up and put them all on our veggies, you guys. This is gonna give our veggies a good flavor, okay, when they roast. So we're gonna go ahead and add our ranch packets, and we're gonna use our fingers and mix that bad boy up like that, like so. Mix it. Whip it, mix it, get it good. That's how that bad boy should look. And back with our seasoning. Now let's go ahead and heavily season our Cornish hens, baby. And we want to make sure that we get into every crease and crevice. Even in the inside, you guys, rub that bird on down good. Yes, hunty. You want to make sure that you season him up on all sides. And one thing I forgot to tell you guys, I really love Cornish hens because they have a lot less fat, you know, on it. Even though it's a cousin of the chicken, it is a lot less fattier than the chicken, okay? And my kids happen to really enjoy these. They will eat one to themselves, okay? Yes, you heard me. One whole Cornish hen. Now we got those bad boys seasoned up. I sliced up my pads of butter. So in this, I'm using it probably about 1.5 sticks of butter. We got a lot of veggies here and we want them to be good and flavorful. So go ahead and place your butter squares or butter flats, whatever you want to call them, all around our pan, honey. All on our veggies. And this is what it should look like. This is going to taste so yummy. Alright, so next we're going to go in with 2 sprigs of rosemary, and we're just going to set those right on top, you guys. And then we're going to go in with about 2 sprigs of thyme, and we're going to set those in there to hold, okay? roasting whole. I like to use mine whole. I feel like it gives a lot more flavor and it makes it easier for the cleanup because you just pick those sprigs right on out. So go ahead, lay those bad boys up in there like so. Then we're gonna go ahead and put our Cornish hens on top of all these veggies, honey, and this is ready to roast. This is looking like a feast. Don't forget, we're gonna go ahead with our garlic. Now, because I used minced garlic from a can, from a jar, you guys, I'm putting it in last because I don't want it to get lost in the flavor and I want it to kind of roast right there on top. So I'm going ahead with my garlic. And I know y'all see I got them pads of butter back there. I ain't finished, okay? We're gonna take these butter pieces, we're gonna put them right on these little hen daddies. Butter them things up so we can be able to sop that up in that butter, baby. You want to make sure you put butter inside because remember we seasoned inside. So we want to add to that flavor, okay, with the butter. All right. Now we're going to go with our chicken broth and you're going to pour around the sides, okay? And we're going to use about 75% of the chicken broth, you guys. Make sure do not pour it on top of the Cornish hens because you're just going to rinse off all of that beautiful flavor. Then we're going to make sure we grab all the rest of that seasoning and put it right on top. So when that butter starts to cooking and melt, it can take those seasonings with it. 375, we're going to put these birds in here for about 3 hours. Every so, we get our basting flat, you guys. I got a lot going on already. Every now and again, okay, we get our basting brush, get some of that juice, and baste these bad boys. And look, they are starting to look delicious. So I set one to the side because, of course, Daddy did not want to have his roasted. He wanted his deep fried, y'all. So I went ahead, seasoned my flour with the same seasoning I seasoned my actual bird in. Got my grease ready. And I dropped it in. Now, the key is to make sure that we're not filled up all the way with our grease. It should be half wet. So, you see when I submerge that bubble in there, that bird up in there and start bubbling? Listen. I cooked this baby for about 17 minutes or so. And then I pulled these bad boys out the oven. They look so good. And you guys, those veggies are so juicy and tender. I'll tell you what, these kids were so excited when they smelled me pulling that out the oven. Plate that on up with some crescent rolls, you guys. It looks so delicious. Bon appetit. Enjoy.